Hey, I shared a post in my Facebook group the other day asking people what their favourite childhood memory was, and also asking why was it so powerful to you or so important to you or so memorable to you. And the response was amazing. It was so wonderful, firstly, to get to share my own with everybody, and then to see other people's responses, really digging deep into these wonderful childhood memories. And almost you could feel, reading it, you could feel that that person was back there right then as they were typing that and thinking about it. You could almost feel the energy of them being back at 4 years old, 6 years old, 10 years old. And I just thought the power in that is something to continue to dig into. It's something that I do a lot of work with my clients on, looking at some key core memories and seeing the power that can be found in that, what that holds. Because even if it's a negative memory, even if it's a memory of something that actually feels painful or maybe traumatic in some way, there's so much gold that can be found by kind of digging deep and looking at that and starting to sometimes heal some of the stories that you continue to tell yourself around those memories, to look at them with fresh adult eyes and start to do some work around moving past those difficult experiences. Because that's what happens, you see, when we have these strong childhood memories, when we kind of allow them just to be there in our minds, as they are always unconsciously. Our unconscious mind actually stores all of our memories, even though that seems completely mad, right? There are only certain ones we seem to be able to consciously find, and only usually, something kind of triggers it, or we're asked a question like this, and so we consciously look back and try and find those things. But some of those memories that we hold, particularly the traumatic ones, we're only holding them from our childhood space. And usually the memories, the times in our lives that impact us more than anything else is up to the age of 7, up to the age of 7 years old. That's where our minds are still very open to our subconscious and unconscious mind. And so things are being kind of instantly put into a place that kind of takes on a hell of a lot more meaning than when we can consciously look at something and kind of filter it and question it and inquire around it. And so when we then re-experience that memory as an adult, if we haven't processed it and looked at it consciously from an adult place, we often still feel exactly the feelings that we felt as a child experiencing that thing. And of course, if that memory is wonderful, like I was asking my Facebook group the other day, then that's a beautiful thing. That's such a powerful thing to kind of go into that and feel that and kind of fluff that up. But if that is a traumatic memory or a difficult memory or a sad memory, or something that brings up some anger or frustration, then we're still trying to live it and process it as our 5-year-old selves, or as whatever age we were at the time. And so to almost call out those memories, good and bad, and start to look at them and ask ourselves, what's the learning here? What's the learning here? Where's the growth? What's the key points around it? What happened as a result of it? Did I, as a result of it, create some sort of belief based around that? And does that belief still live in me? Does it serve me? Does it not serve me? What did I make it mean at the time? If we can look at some of those really core memories and start to kind of inquire and question around them, good and bad, then that's a really, really powerful thing that we can do. And so I invite you right now to get a piece of paper out, get your journal out, and write down even just 3 core memories that come up, good or bad, core memories, particularly from that age up until 7 years old, and start to then look at what that might mean. See if you can hold space for your child self in that process. See if you can relay that memory, write it all out, and firstly just allow the child in you to write it out, to re-feel it, reminding yourself if it's a negative memory that you are no longer there, you are an adult now, you are safe, you are okay. But allow your child mind to kind of get that out, and then look at it and question around it, inquire around it. See if you can hold space for your child self by now really coming back into your present moment, your adult mind, and looking, seeing in your mind's eye the child's version of you, even giving her or him a hug and saying, it's okay, it's okay. I know you wanted to make that mean, or you thought that meant this thing about you, but look, it doesn't. You're okay, you're enough, you're loved, you're safe. Reminding our child selves by going back to these memories that we are safe is so, so powerful and so important, because that's often where any sort of form of feeling of anxiety or panic, worry, overwhelm, all of those things come from, is a feeling that we're not safe in some way. And so I really do invite you to give this a go. It certainly over the last few days has got me questioning even more of those core memories. I've worked on a lot of my core memories, but interestingly, as I've now worked on a lot of my core memories, other ones are popping up, other ones that straight away may not seem as powerful, as big, as traumatic, or as wonderful, but actually could give me a hell of a lot more insight if I chose to dig a bit deeper and question around them. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me know, give it a go, and let me know what comes up for you. What can you learn just from looking back at some of those core memories, good and bad, that come up for you? Thanks so much for watching my video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button so that you get notified when I create more videos, which I do every couple of weeks. And also head over to my website, because there's loads of amazing free content on there for you. And there is also a fantastic free workshop mini series at the moment called Living on Purpose, which is all about getting clarity and kind of thinking about your purpose and just having a moment to really get clear on where you're going from a place that's aligned to who you truly are. So check that out on my website. I'll put the details below, and I'll see you again next time. Take care.